तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये पुरिदा जनाः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So we are reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, continuing the day entry of Saturday, December 22, 1883, when Sri Ramakrishna was in Dakshineshwar and the master was sitting in the southwest veranda room when Balaram's father and others came and Sri Ramakrishna was conversing. And last time it was Sri Ramakrishna was saying that God sports in this world on page 355. God sports in this world. He is under the control of his devotees. Shama, the Divine Mother, is herself tied by the cord of love of her devotee. And today's reading, sometimes God becomes the magnet and the devotee the needle, and sometimes the devotee becomes the magnet and God the needle. The devotee attracts God to him. God is the beloved of his devotee and is under his control. According to one school, the gopis of Vrindavan, like Yashoda, had believed in the formless God in their previous births, but they did not derive any satisfaction from this belief. That is why later on they enjoyed so much bliss in the company of Sri Krishna in the Vrindavan episode of his life. One day, Krishna said to the gopis, "Come along, I shall show you the eternal abode of the eternal. I shall show you the abode of the eternal. Let us go to the Jamuna for a bath." As they dived into the water of the river, that one saw Goloka. Next they saw the indivisible light. Thereupon Yashoda exclaimed, "Oh Krishna, we don't care for these things anymore. We would like to see you in your human form. I want to take you in my arms and feed you." So this is a very different level of understanding. It is the Sri Ramakrishna first talked about Vedantic understanding, and there he said that everything is within the realm of Maya. We previously the reading was that Brahman alone is real, and the world is illusory. That is reasoning, and everything but Brahman is like a dream. So in that context, this is extremely difficult path, but that's the Jnani's path. To one who follows it, even the divine play in the world becomes like a dream and appears unreal. His eye also vanished. So this is the path of the Jnanis. And there, even vision, experience, what we are very much interested in our normal thinking, Jnanis don't entertain them. Jnanis, according to the view of the Jnanis, these are all within the realm of Maya. That's all transitory. This is not permanent because so long mind is there, it cannot be the ultimate. So, according to Jnani, everything what we, even the vision of God or goddesses or even what you call Vaikuntha Loka, is meaningless for them because it is within the realm of duality, within the play of the mind. And mind, so long mind, duality is existing. So Vedantic way of looking. But here we are searching another idea, that is devotee's angle of view. And in the highest state, Ramakrishna also said Rama, Krishna, he is Ramakrishna, but not according to your Vedanta. Because the understanding of Vedanta is that total annihilation of our ego. And when I dies, then the entire universe becomes non-existent. But when they see, they will say it is all dream, like a dream. They don't accept its reality. But this is the distinction. Then when he sees the bhaktas see differently, it is he has become everything. And not only that, when that concentrated focus goes on the God when he incarnates, that attraction is the tremendous attraction, and that joy is a tremendous experience of joy. Here's the question is that one is experiencing joy. It's a question of experiencing. And where experiencing, experiencer, and the object of experience become one. That's a two level. I am experiencing, that means I have little separation from the object. But when one totally merges into the other, who is the experiencer? Who will say it is great joy, it is magnet, it is a needle, no? But devotees want to enjoy the presence of the divine, keeping a little ego separated from. So what Ramakrishna said today, that God sports in this world. That is the devotee's angle. It's more enjoyable. That's why Gyanis become dry. They even the vision experiences, they don't enjoy it. It is also Maya. Huh? It is also appearance. It is also like a dream. No? So you have a, suppose you have a vision. No? You are meditating, you had some vision or experience. How joyful an experience is that? How excited we become, no? But Gyani, if you are a Gyani, he will brush out. What is this? This is also my mind. So my mind is showing I am still experiencing something. But to the devotees, it is the sport God. God is sporting. Khelati Bhagavan Brahmande. Brahmande, in this universe, Bhagavan is Khelati. Bhagavan is playing in all these different costumes. And that's a divine play goes on for a devotee. But a Jnani's stand is totally different. So here, in this context of the devotee's angle of view, he said, God is also under the control of his devotees. He says in the dual play of duality, God becomes a child, and becomes a child doing naughty things. Yashoda will catch the boy stealing what you call the butter, and he will say, "No, I didn't eat, but it is dripping all over." And that's a play. And that is a divine play. God becomes a child. So, and becomes such a point of attraction. Any child is a point of attraction. No? In the home, any child, he or she is the controller of the whole family. Swamiji said she becomes the king and queen of the family. No, everyone's attention to the child. Child smiling, everyone is happy. Child is little having some pain or crying, everyone is disturbed. That is, he becomes the attraction, point of attraction, and whole focus goes over there. If ordinary child can do that, then what happens when God incarnates in a divine form? Krishna, Rama, say they even Ramakrishna. That's why you find there's so much attraction for Ramakrishna. It is said that Rama Krishna, Krish dhatu Karshan. Karshan means akarshan, attraction. Krish dhatu Karshan, akarshan. So Krishna, Ram Krishna means Krishna's attraction was little less. That is Ram Krishna. Ram Badmas, no? In 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 Hindi or in Bengali they call Ram means extreme. Uh, so he is not only attracting, his attraction is irresistible attraction. And Thakur gave the example, no, when the ship is moving and suddenly it comes to the magnet mountain, not knowingly. And Sri Ramakrishna says all the nuts and bolts become loose and they're pulled. So this is such an area, one devotee need not have to think of God. He will be have no other alternative but to be absorbed in God. And in that place, God becomes the point of attraction sometimes, and the devotee becomes the source of attraction. Devotee attracts God. So that is a devotion. So Amar, there is a song in this gospel, Amar Bhakti Jeva Pai, Tare Keva Pai. Those who get my devotion, who can reach him? She becomes Trilokojoyi. He conquers the three planes of existence, three heavenly abodes. So it is a divine attraction, and that attraction is so profound, so deep that their devotee becomes sometimes the magnet. Mane, God runs after the devotee. No? The story of Bilvamangal, the story is there, no? When he was blind, no? Then Krishna, he will have to take care because he has now given up everything of his life for Krishna. And then he was sitting under the tree, so he is blind, he cannot go to for begging, does not know anybody. And then he was sitting under a tree, and the boy comes in a particular time and holds his hand and takes him to take a bath. And then he brings food for him and feeds him and goes away. So one day the boy came, the Bilvamangal said, took his service. And second day also he came. Third day he came. He said, who are you? Why are you running after me? I'm a blind guy. I have nothing to say, but Krishna is my only goal. But who you are? Where from you come? He said, I am a cowherd boy. I roam around here and I have little gaps. So I see that you are sitting. So I come and try to hold you and do all these things. But then he tried to catch him. The story goes, he wanted to hold the hand of the boy because the boy was carrying him, taking him to uh, the place where to take deep into the warm pond or something. Then he said, then Krishna ran away, uh, throwing away the grip of the hand. And there came the story. There is a beautiful word. Oh Krishna, you like to go away from my physical grip, but if you can get out of my heart, then I can call you a person of strength. Hridayat judi nirjashi paurushanganayamite. If you can go, I am a blind person and I cannot run after you. But you just get out of my grip. I wanted to catch you. So here is the point. Bhagavan Narayan, the Lord, becomes a servant of Bilvamangal. Bilvamangal, when he was totally intoxicated in Krishna, 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 God becomes his point of attraction. The devotee becomes the point of attraction. God has to give up his business of controlling the universe and to run after a devotee for his minimum needs to be fulfilled. So that's so many stories are there in the life of the saints that Bhagavan becomes a child, Lord becomes a child to parents. Chandra Devi, see, when everyone's attraction, when Chandra, even she became the point of attraction. When Chandra Devi is holding mother Sri Ramakrishna in her room, she becomes the Lila Prasanga. If we read, we find that as if a glow of joy and expression of beauty is manifesting through her. And and as a result, gods and goddesses are running around Mother Chandra Devi. See? And what the condition? Because the Lord is here as a child, so Lord becomes the source of attraction. So sometimes, as we think that we are attracted to God, and our attraction should be sometimes like when pure, then it will be feeling the intensity will be felt like that a needle is feeling for the magnet. Similarly, God also becomes, that's why Ramakrishna said, God becomes the magnet and devotee becomes the needle. Sometimes God becomes the needle and devotee becomes the magnet. Because devotee, in the attraction, devotee attracts God so that God comes down from that. He has no other escape. So this is a play of a divine play, that's why it is called play between God and a pure devotee, not ordinary type of devotee, Sattva, Shuddha Sattva, those who are pure. So, according to our school, what these gopis of Vrindavan, like Yashoda, had believed in the formless God in their previous incarnation. That's why we find that another place, the sages were meditating on the absolute, and then Ramchandra appeared, and their hearts swelled in joy. They are meditating on the Nirguna, Nirvishesa, as we meditate, no? So we meditate, I don't believe in form. I meditate on formless. And what formless? Uh, a little material, something like sky, like ocean, and in darkness. But when these yogis were meditating in the previous birth, they are also, but not finding joy. It is true, no? Vedantic achievement is too high a goal. You cannot get satisfaction until you reach the top. Because on your journey, you are saying, not this, not this, not this. So you are rejecting anything coming in your vision, no? You are having, as I give the example, that we are going hiking the mountain top, no? So if you have a bhakti is like this, you take a flask of coffee and snacks and cookies and everything. And then you go little hike up, little sometime. You see beautiful vista. You sit there and enjoy and bring the coffee, enjoy the coffee and see the beauty. Ha 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 ha. Okay? Then you go little further. Another altitude you reach. Another place of beauty. Bhakta can see the beauty in every step. And when you reach, then it will be the same experience where the Jnani is also reaching. But Jnani has no option. It is dry in this sense because their target is in the top. So he's climbing, rope climbing. What happens? When you rope climbing, will you enjoy? Wow, with the coffee. Where is coffee? Where is the looking at the nature and the beauty? You cannot pay any attention. Your attention, you don't fall down and reject everything. No, all attraction become meaningless for the path of real, genuine Jnani, And then, of course, when you reach the top, you reach the highest, no? You may be quick if you are strong enough. And if you fall down, then it is not good because it is there is risk of falling. So Jnani, that's why it's, even Bhagavad Gita, even Thakur Sri Ramakrishna always says the Jnani's path is difficult. Huh? Dehovadvir avappate, those who are body conscious, for them it is difficult because my attraction is here and I'm trying to reach there. There is risk of fall. But bhakta can go. But when they reach a point, almost they are merging into that absolute joy, Satchidananda, concentrated consciousness. We call Chit Ghanakai in the evening prayer we are talking. If the Chaitanya Ghana, the condensed Chaitanya, condensed bliss, if anyone goes very close to that, how one can resist himself or herself separated from that reality. So there comes a tremendous attraction for that. So Sri Ramakrishna says, Yashoda, like devotees like Yashoda, the gopis of Vrindavan, they had believed the formless God in their previous births. They tried that way, but they did not derive any satisfaction from this belief. And then that is why later on they enjoyed so much bliss in the company of Sri Krishna in the Vrindavan episode of his life. So that means when God comes down in the human form, then the attraction reaches its climax. That's why we find all the stories like Krishna, same like it happened with Ramakrishna. Think that all the devotees around. Uh, it is not the only the Pine sisters or the ladies of the Lahababu's family, girls and this. It is all the old and young alike, man, woman, all are attracted to Ramakrishna. They used to go. Everyone passes by will stop to see the child Godai. In the what you call in the Puthi description is very nice description is there that whenever it is such an attraction, whoever passing by, he will just get into the house of uh, Shudiram just to have a once look into Ramakrishna. So baby Ramakrishna. So that's why our Vishuddhananda Swami and others used to say, they are all the people, even the cats and dogs in they are all rishis. Cats and dogs or any what question of human being, they're all not ordinary. Don't look upon people of Jairambati and Kamarpukur, though they behave differently, but they're all rishis. They are extraordinarily pure because the Lord was born. Like this is belief, bhaktas believe that. Vishuddhananda Maharaj used to emphasize that. So the question is that these gopis and the Yashoda, they used to practice non-dual absolute in the other life, and that did not please them because that journey, just I compared the two paths, just who will like which path. We will have some beautiful experience in each step of journey and to reach the climax, or cut and dry path. I don't care for anything. Only that is my goal. I am Atman. Nothing. Anything coming into this, reject, reject, reject. So few people may be suitable for that path. But this has a path of attraction. Joy is there. Every moment of life in spiritual journey can make them. That's why you find the faces of the bhaktas. Bhaktas' faces are very little soft and sweet. Ramakrishna says Gani's face is little dry and hard and dry, no? Did you see that? You go to the Hare Krishna devotees. They sing and dance in the name of Krishna and also get good vegetarian food with ghee and sweets and other things. Actually, they always face becomes smiling. No, but some dry devotees who are Vedanta devotees, sometimes they look like that. Yeah, you go to the Himalayas or some certain group of sannyasis, they are because their mind is to be lifted to a higher level, to reject everything. That which has a name, that which has a form, that which is changing, that cannot be Atman. I don't care for that. Reject, reject, reject. That brings. So that is why later on they enjoyed so much bliss in the company of Sri Krishna in the Vrindavan episode of Krishna's life. And then one day Krishna said to the gopis, come along and I shall show you the abode of the eternal. Let us go to the Jamuna for a bath. And as they dived into the water of the river, they at once saw what is Goloka. And next they saw the indivisible light. Behind the Golaka, the indivisible light, where the form will be melting into the formless, no? And seeing that, thereupon Yashoda, mother, exclaimed, "O Krishna, we don't care for these things anymore. No? We like to see you in your human form." So that is a thing to be understood. We may not understand because our mind is not pure. When the mind becomes pure, it becomes tremendous attraction for the divine form. Uh, that's why in the Bhagavad is Diyomanam nagrinhanti bina matsevanam bina. If his God gives you all the glories of the heaven and other things, the bhakta does not care anything but only to serve God. That's why Yashoda to serve Krishna. And everyone is trying to come to Krishna to serve him. So that is a pure heart can feel that way. And I want to take you in my arms. I don't want this individual Paramatman or anything. I want to just look you at my son, and I want to hold you in my arms and to human form, and I want to take you in my arms and feed you. So the greatest manifestation of God is through his incarnation. God manifests in everything, but when he incarnates in his incarnation, it becomes the concentrated manifestation of the divine. The devotee should worship and serve an incarnation of God as long as he lives in a human body. At the break of the day, he disappears into secret chamber of his house. So, as God is the greatest manifestation, where can we see God more manifest? Excepting in the avatar. In Christianity also, the baby, how many beautiful songs are composed about the baby born in the manger and the child smiling and there is no cry. So it is most devotional schools of thought will be Krishna, the Lord, is the uh, point of greater attraction than that your Brahmogyan. I don't want your Brahmogyan, Bhakta will say. Uh, and what is our purpose? The devotee should worship and serve an incarnation. If you want to serve anyone, even gods and goddesses is a question. I have not seen. It's to be imagined. But incarnations, they are historic figure, and their divine play is also noted by the devotees. We can identify ourselves in the role of a devotee and worship and serve an incarnation as long as he lives. That's a devotee's attitude. Uh, not, not at all by any means can recognize an incarnation of God. No one can understand who is an incarnation. It's a very difficult area, and they don't want to look at the glory side. The devotion side is more rather than the glory side. Glory and devotion in our normal life is like this. Suppose one person is a Supreme Court judge. As a judge, and those who are uh, in the courthouse or in the society, they has a great position, magistrate, judge, this, that, no? But when you go to his home, what his daughter will say, you are like that, father. You dad, you do all these nonsense things. See, how can you say that? Because there is a love. He is no judge there. Though he is judge, but here he is a father. A wife will say, go, take your own things here. You come late and don't disturb us like this. And because there is love. When love generates, the relationship becomes different. He is no more a police officer. Maybe he is the military general, maybe the head of the army, huh? Or in the navy. But that is a navy in your position. Come to the home, and when you come to the child, this is the father, and you can say anything you like. So when devotion starts, all this glory drops away. So devotion, that's why devotion is a real thing to understand and very difficult for us to understand. For when the love for God will happen when He is incarnated, that's a very uh, different experience rather than finding the glory. And that's why Ramakrishna said, as you approach near God, His glories drop away. God, the creator, sustainer, destroyer. No? You start that way. And all these adjectives drop off from a devotee. He becomes the object of love. And so devotee loves God for love's sake because no glory or no charming personality outside will have any impact in the mind of him. So not all by any means can recognize an incarnation of God. Hmm. God is very difficult to understand because who will perceive? Everything is created after God. One cannot know about his origin, his mother, father, when he was born and now. He's because God is the first manifestation of the absolute. And then everything has come out of that. So no one can know God when he incarnates. Assuming a human body, the incarnation falls a victim to disease, grief, hunger, thirst, and all such things like ordinary mortals. Rama wept for Sita. Brahman weeps entrapped in the snare of the five elements. পঞ্চভূতের ফাঁদে ব্রহ্মা পড়ে কাঁদে নাকি হ্যাঁ so that Brahman, who is the absolute, entrapped by its own maya, takes a human body. Rama is crying, ha Sita, ha Sita, ha Sita. Are, you are the Lord of the universe. Why are you doing ha Sita, ha Sita? And she going to everyone to get information about where is Sita gone, how, who has taken away, and this and that, and what a great episode. All going for. Even God Himself, knowing fully well, Ramakrishna, is coming down in human form, and hey, you come now. Oh, Ma came after first seeing what is going on there in Dakshineshwar. And when he came, oh, you came now. Is there any my Mathur? Can he take care of it? Who will take care of it? And he became nervous, trying to think where to put mother, how to take care of her. So it's a deep uh, expression of love, but totally detached. At the same time, Lord, how you can understand the play of the divine when he comes down as a human personality and plays the role like ordinary people like us. No? By it's that's a Somaya. It is his Maya. He has created this Maya and to make him appear like this. In the Puthi, it is described about Ramakrishna, our Holy Mother. Je ho, se ho to me. Uh, I forgot now. Beautiful Puthis plays here. Je ho, se ho to me. Jaggi, Darkani. So, uh, he says that it is said that Purano, that God in his incarnation as the sow, lived happily with his youngs, and even after the destruction of Hiranyaksha. As they saw, he nursed them and forgot all about his abode in heaven. Eh? At last, Shiva killed the sow body with his trident, and God, laughing aloud, went to his own abode. So when they come down, they behave like an ordinary people like us, but it's inscrutable Maya, Shakti. So it is very difficult for ordinary person to understand who is an incarnation. That's why Sri Ramakrishna, when who have understood Ramakrishna? That's a big question, no? That's why we are talking about. There is a in the gospel also there is a said, God is like a ochine tree. Ochine tree means a tree. Everyone knows it is a tree, but it is not recognized. God cannot be recognized. In which from which angle you look at, it may appear according to the purity of the heart. It's the same Rama, same Krishna will appear in different ways. No, that's why what Premesananda Swami said. What কেহ বলে তুমি সাধক প্রধান কেহ দেয় তোমার দেবতার মান আমি গৌরব সব ত্যাজিয়ে দিয়েছি হৃদয়ে আসন দান yeah that is the point কেহ বলে some say O Ramakrishna you are sadhaka pradhan yeah, he was a sadhaka yeah, he prayed and cried and wept like a did extreme sadhana spiritual practice he was greatest among the sadhakas okay কেহ দেয় তোমার দেবতার মান some say oh he is like God but what I like you Rama Premishananda said Gaurava Sab all your glories all your adjectives তাজিয়ে দিয়েছি I have get out of that and I have given you my heart means the absolute Satchidananda so he is a Jnani at the same time Bhakta Jnani can be Bhakta real bhakta can be when they know their exact glory, that their glory, who is this Ramakrishna, though he smiles like that, an innocent person sitting, but he pervades the whole universe. He is the Satchidananda himself. To ordinary mind cannot grab that. That is the point that even when they are calmed down, it is very difficult for ordinary person unless his grace. Arjuna was staying with Krishna, Bhagavan. All and he's like a friend, behaving like a friend. And then when Krishna he requested, "Are show me your divine form," and what happened? Divine form. As soon as he started seeing the divine form, he said, "I cannot carry anymore. Please, please take back your human form again." No, that is the last request. No, I cannot withstand anymore. No, the cosmic form. So it is that's why Bhakta wants to see the soothing form. It is that cosmic form very difficult to conceive and live in that. Rather, to merge into that is one thing, but to see the glory of God is very difficult. But when love comes, in love, the lover becomes limited, as it were. The object of love, they become not that minus the glory, minus the grandeur. So then in the afternoon, Bhavanath arrived. Rakha, Lem, Harish, and others devotees were in the room. Master to Bhavanath, to love an incarnation of God. That is enough. Ah, what ecstatic love the gopis had for Krishna. This is very important point for all of us. Ramakrishna saying to Bhavanath, instructing to love an incarnation of God, that is enough. So to do nothing, only to love an incarnation. To love Ramakrishna, end of spiritual sadhana. But our love, how much we say, it does not come. No, we don't feel any attraction. We don't feel any And the whole day goes, we don't feel that, oh, oh, I am missing something. Uh, though he's seated all the time in the heart, some sadhus used to say, that poor guy is sitting in the heart all the time, looking, my child will look at me sometime. But whole day gone. Busy, busy, busy. I'm doing this work, that work, and never looking into the core of the heart that he's sitting there all the time. So poor guy. So, but the love and incarnation, that's the last word in spiritual life. Love means genuine love, oneness, feeling that attraction. As you give the example, the magnet and the needle and the magnet. So that type of, when they are inseparable. They will always, even if you keep it separate, attraction is inside going on. We can keep a magnet here and a needle here and hold it. I may hold it, but the attraction, the feeling, the internal feeling that is continuing. Ramakrishna, we may be engaged in work, but unknown and underground current of connection and love will be felt. That is a developed condition. That's why we do little puja, little prayer like that, so that we generate that. Then that's Ramakrishna's example that needle is covered with some mud or something. So to clean that muddy coverings. Ramakrishna said, began to sing, assuming the attitude of the gopis, "Oh Krishna, you are the soul of my soul." Then he sang, "I am not going home, O friend, but there is hard for me to chant my Krishna's name." And again he said, "Oh friend, that day I stood at my door as you are going to the woods." Continuing, the master said, when Krishna suddenly disappeared in the act of dancing and playing in the gopis, they were beside themselves with grief. Looking at a tree, they said, "Oh tree, you must be a great hermit. You must have seen Krishna. Otherwise, why do you stand there motionless as if absorbed in samadhi?" Looking at the earth covered with the green grass, they said, "Oh earth, you must have seen Krishna. Otherwise, why does your hair stand on end? You must have enjoyed the thrill of his touch." Looking at the Madhavi creeper, they said, "Oh Madhavi, give us back our Madhava." The gopis were intoxicated with ecstatic love for Krishna. Akrura came to Vrindavan to take Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. When they mounted the chariot, the gopis clung to the wheels. They went not let the chariots move. So this is called the attraction. We all know this is the Gita's Bhagavat Rasa Panchadhyaya. No? There are 5 chapters there in Rasa Lila, we call. Rasa Lila is Rasa Lila. Rasa means Rasa. Rasa means joy, a play of joy. And this is, it is a very important thing to understand. Krishna is playing the flute, and these, it touched the ears of those seekers who love Krishna, whose heart is in Krishna, whose body is only working in their homes, taking care of the children, this, that. But as soon as they heard the call, uh, then the flute, and then they give up their all duties and responsibilities. This is called renunciation. Someone is taking care of the old mother-in-law, father-in-law, just as it is their ran. Someone is taking care of their own babies. Someone is cooking for something. All these devotees, ladies, they ran, and in the middle of the night, you can imagine the attraction, the power of attraction. They forgot their all social norms and customs. And those society was not open like that today, that you can get out wherever you like at night time. No, even if it is needed. But the society, they don't care for what will happen, what the society will think, what their husband will think, what their mother-in-law will. Mother-in-law is not so easy. Even our time we saw mom's mother-in-laws, Baba. So it is difficult to uh, to be with them. And now you dare to get out of your room at midnight when the full moon night and God. And what happened? They went. And then the story goes and saw Krishna. And Krishna again playing naughty role. They said, "Hey, why are you here? You all ladies, you should not come here at this night time." Then the ladies, this Bhagavat says beautifully. They say, "Oh, Krishna, why are you saying like that? You played the flute and you attracted us, and now you are saying, go away." No, no, you are all housewives. Go to serve your husband and take care of all duties. Then he said, "Who is my husband? You are the real husband's husband." And then, anyhow, what happened? That all these stories go on, and then conversation went on, and this and that, expressing the knowledge of the gopis, so called gopis, as if that's why there he said, Nakalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan. Don't delude us. You are thinking we do not know. We are ordinary ladies. We are milkmen's wives and living like that. Don't delude us. I know that you are Nakalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan. Bhavan, you are not only the Nandana son of the Gopikas, no? And the Gopa family. Akhila Dehinam Antaratma Drik. You are the inner perceiver, inner person, Antaratma Drik. You see the inner heart of all. You are residing in the heart of all. Vedanta, you are the witness of all the created being. This one, these ladies are saying that their gopi wives, say full of knowledge because of their past life's purity there. And then then they started very joyously and started dancing. What a miracle! One Krishna, every gopi is feeling that Krishna is dancing with her only. What a spiritual ideal! Lord is here only and no one else. Everyone felt the presence of one Krishna with everyone. They split into that. And now they are very happy. And they thought, bah, we are fortunate. We are greater than anyone because who can play with Krishna? Krishna is totally belong to me and I belong to Krishna. And then when little pride came and boom, disappeared. Hmm? And when they disappeared, then this cry and weep started. And then they started to search Krishna. Where is Krishna? And everyone then forgot. Hare Krishna disappeared. Little ego came, and that little ego, the pride, I am superior. At least we are fortunate that Krishna is playing with me only, and totally I am with Krishna. There is a divine play going on, and that little ego come, and God disappeared again. And when the Lord disappeared, then came this story. When the Krishna suddenly disappeared in the act of dancing and playing, the gopis, they are besides themselves with grief. But at the same time, there is nothing but Krishna in their eyes. So what they say? Looking at a tree, they said, "Oh tree, see, a tree is standing in his own way. Every tree is a tree. Does a tree walks? No. But what is the expression? In the eye of love, he's saying that Krishna might have passed through this side. So the tree had a touch of the Lord Krishna. By that touch, he had become charged with the emotion of spirituality. So he had become, oh, you must be a great hermit. Huh? You must have seen Krishna. Otherwise, why do you stand there motionless as if absorbed in samadhi? See, everywhere they say Krishna. Krishna probably ran this way, escaped. So the grass has become just excited, uh, like all the ecstatic joy, horripilation, as we get horripilation in our body. So the earth is getting horripilation. And the grass is standing like that. In the eyes of the gopis, then it is you got a touch of the Krishna's feet. That's why you are so you are fortunate. Why did I miss him? So looking at the earth covered with green grass, they said, "Oh earth, you must have seen Krishna, otherwise why does your hair stands on end? You must have enjoyed the thrill of his touch, because Krishna put his feet upon you." Eh? Oh Madhavi creeper, the creeper, oh, give us back our Madhava, because you have stolen our Madhava, our Krishna. And there is totally, they saw the deer. Seeing the deer, the eyes there, they said, one gopi is talking to the other in the Bhagavad, beautiful description. He said, you know, this this deer might have seen Krishna. See how he always ears are like that, no? But that's very scene is appearing in the eyes of this what is called the gopis. That is, they have got a touch of, and they're asking, please tell me. And it is said that when ultimately all the ego uh, was gone, and tears came down, bereavement, oh, I cannot bear this separation, oh Krishna, please come. And then he again reappeared. So this is the point, this is called the love. Then that is the point when Sri Ramakrishna was telling Naren. Naren said, these are all rubbish things, no? All this dance of play and this and that, no? Then Ramakrishna said, okay, you need not have to take other aspect. You take the attraction part, how the gopis are attracted to him. Take that attraction for God. Love God with that intensity. That is the point. Even if you think that these are concocted stories, but take the love. This emotion, what Ramakrishna is saying, he's talking to the trees, talking to the ground earth, with the grasses, he's talking to the deer, seeing anything, asking as if they're all living being, and they're all fortunate to have the touch of Krishna. So that attraction, Sri Ramakrishna said. That's why when the gopis were intoxicated with ecstatic love for Krishna then. And Akrur came to Vrindavan to take Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. That story. eh? And then Akrur, then he said, you are not Akrura, you are Krura. Your name is Akrura. That means you are not Krura, means rough or ruffian, or what you say, Krura. Crooked. Huh?
Cruel.
That's cruel. Yeah. So you are cruel. But your name is not cruel, but you are cruel. You are taking over our heart. And that's why Krishna you are taking away. And that's why then ultimately, that when they mounted the chariot, the gopis clung to the wheels and they would not let the chariot move. Saying this, Ramakrishna sang, assuming the attitude of Akrura. Hold not the chariot of wheels. Is it the wheel that make it move? The mover of its wheel is Krishna, by whose will the world are moved. No? It is me moving, me driving the chariot. It is who is sitting here. He drives everything. Every chariot he is driving. All the chariots here. All the chariots of the world, all the bodies. The driver is only one driver. One driver driving all the chariots. It's a Lord is the charioteer. Master then said, is it the will that make it move? By whose will the worlds are moved? The driver moves the chariot at his master's bidding. I feel deeply touched by these lines, the master said. Okay, here ends today's reading. So 5 minutes there if you have any question. Okay. You need a pure mind to understand this bhakti. Of course, pure mind is necessary to understand jnana also. Purity of the heart is the major thing. One can release those things. But Swamiji wanted, the Thakur also wanted Jnana Mishra, because you see the gopis who are enjoying the Avatar Leela, they were in previous birth Jnanis. On the background of infinity, only finite appearance can be appreciated more. So that's why we say Jnana Mishra Bhakti Thakur said. We have to punch both of them together. Unless I know the glory of the Lord, I cannot love him. Normal example, is it not? Normal example is that a boy loves a girl, or a girl loves a boy. Their love becomes more when at first sight, that early days of love. So what happens? If one knows the glory of the other one, oh, she can sing. Oh, it's good. Oh, she can dance. Oh, is it so? Oh, she is having a PhD in this subject. Oh, is it so? So, as much glory they know, their love grows for each other, respect goes for each other. Also, for the boy also. So, that is the point. First, we are attracted to the glories, and then glories drop when real devotion starts. So, towards the beginning, we have to know who is Ramakrishna, intellectually a little bit. Uh, that's why we study Vedanta. He is the embodiment of Satchidananda. We always hear. Even that evening prayer we are doing, what Sri Ramakrishna is being prayed by in the language of Vivekananda. What is that? Khandano bhavo bandhano. Who are Ramakrishna? You are not very calm and quiet person sitting like a innocent man, no? Khandano bhavo bandhano. Jagobandhana. The whole world, the sun and moon and stars, they are only praising you. Tare arati kare chandra tapana deva manava vande. Eh? All the sun, moon, stars, galaxies, they are only doing arati to you, O Ramakrishna. We wave an incense like this. The whole universe is adoring you like that. What a grand idea, no? That if we know, and then we love Ramakrishna, then Ramakrishna's love becomes so intense and so powerful. So that's why blending these two is good, not contradictory. Normally, we don't want to conclude that this bhakti will not come. It is called para bhakti, that pure love. With sadhan bhakti, para bhakti. So, bhakti, when we praise bhakti, we are talking about the higher bhakti. But beginning bhakti should be, as I said, beginning love should start with the glorification. And then when glory drops off, love intensifies. You don't care whether he's a highly learned or a rich person or a poor person or a university professor or didn't get any chance to go anywhere. No? All this drop off. So this is the love starts there. Genuine love ends there. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.